Happy New Year, everyone. If you guys hear noises in the background, those are the fireworks going on right now. Now, I haven't been doing videos for a while, and that was because I was celebrating Christmas for a whole week with the family. And while I was going out with them during the during Christmas, we had that blizzard, that uh, winter storm that lasted for 2 days. My lips were frozen; they were black, so I couldn't make videos. But now I'm back. Now let's talk about this story that is gonna be important to for next year, for 2023. Every time you think you're gonna be censored, every time you wanna mock the people who try to force us to get the jab, well, you just tell them that you don't want to have the all of a sudden disease, because that's the name that the media is given to the people who suffer a bad reaction from from the from the Fauci sauce. It's always every time a person has a heart attack or dies, it was all of a sudden, out of nowhere. It's a coincidence. Misinformation if you say otherwise. Misinformation if you connect the dots. As you guys can see here, this is I retweeted a Salty Cracker where he posted this meme. Help! I'm having a coincidence, because that's also what the media is calling it. And of course, I tweeted she's having an all of a sudden, because that's what it is. You want some examples? Well, here is one. This is somebody, a reporter for ABC. He tweeted this, or a former reporter, I don't know. Sad day for ABC. A good friend and groundbreaking ABC executive passes unexpectedly at 37. That's right. It's not only it's not only called the all of a sudden disease. It's also called the pass the unexpectedly passes away. That's another name, I guess. Dax Tejera. I only have good thoughts, my friend. Somebody responded the obvious, connecting the dots. COVID, and I cannot say it because I don't want to get censored, but you guys can see here. He responded with the mask emoji and the syringe emoji. You guys know what that means. And then the reporter who tweeted this said, "Disinformation, no facts, buzz off." It's always misinformation. It's all of a sudden. I mean, all of a sudden we're having a lot of cases. Sports people, young people, 37 years old, 20 something years old, people, perfect runners, people who have always been healthy. All of us, it's now all of a sudden, all of a sudden, all of a sudden, coincidence, misinformation. And again, I wish I could say even more about this, but I don't want to get a strike. I don't want to get censored. So, but you guys know everything that I'm trying to say here. But okay, that's one example. That's one example of an all of a sudden case. Let's look at this one right here. Family doctor who was subject to death threats from anti-vaxxers during the pandemic dies suddenly right before Christmas. Of course, this is a lefty article. The reason I'm reading a lefty article is because, again, I don't want to. Those lefty media is the type of media that YouTube is okay with. So that's why I'm reading this. But this article is all biased right here. Dr. Wilson, who trained in Britain, immigrated to Australia in 2018, has died. He became the target of viral threats after two girls fainted after receiving jabs. The false rumors claimed two girls had died when they were unharmed. Yeah, they fainted, but they were unharmed. They fainted, but they're healthy. well, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Fainted, sounds bad, but they're okay. I'll just tell you right what happened. Because of that, people were complaining. I guess he had a lot of calls or whatever, or maybe emails. And his clinic was forced, I guess, forced. I mean, they felt the need to shut down the practice of jabbing kids. I'm sorry, but that is good news. There's nothing, I don't see anything. At the end, it was a positive outcome. What was the bad outcome? What was the bad? What is it? What was the thing that looked so bad during that time when he was getting the threats? That he cried. That he cried. But you know what's even worse? That he died all of a sudden. That's the worst thing. And again, the good thing is that kids were not getting jabbed anymore at that clinic. They don't need to. They didn't need to, unless it's a kid unless it's a teenager, a kid that weighs like 250 pounds. Well, that's different. But if I help the kid, I don't want to say more because I could get banned. We also have this story. I'm gonna link the story from, because I don't wanna link lefty articles. I'm gonna be linking the same story that is from the Gateway Pundit. But again, I can't read the Gateway Pundit because about this news, because I'm pretty sure YouTube doesn't like people like the Gateway Pundit. Anyways, let's look what happened during that time with the doctor before he had the suddenly died disease. This is from January of this year, well, of 2022.
Pacific Pines GP is tonight at the center of a social media storm on the receiving end of a vile campaign of abuse and death threats because of misinformation on social media.
He's dedicated his life to helping his community, today reduced to tears by online trolls.
It's not easy. Sorry.
Dr. Chin runs the vaccine clinic at MedCenters Pacific Pines. He says on Monday morning, 2 young girls fainted after Facebook has since gone viral. Clinic at MedCenters Pacific Pines. He says on Monday morning, 2 young girls fainted after getting the Pfizer vaccine. A second-hand account posted on Facebook has since gone viral, claiming the girls' hands and face suddenly tightened, neck muscles were straining, and they started convulsing uncontrollably, the nurse screaming for Dr. Wilson Chin to do something.
This is not an adverse reaction to the vaccine. It was just simply a vasovagal episode or a fainting episode, just like a full-grown man would have.
The doctor says the girls are fine. The same can't be said for him. Singled out and now the subject of a relentless campaign of abuse, forcing the clinic to opt out of the under-12 vaccination program.
The death threats and the threats from those out there are just not worth us, jeopardizing the safety of our staff.
The threats and intimidation have been so bad, the practice has reported them to the police, and they aren't the only targets of the online abuse. A neighbouring doctor's surgery, Pacific Pines Medical Centre, is copping plenty too. A case of mistaken cowardly. Not only is this behaviour cowardly, but it is also illegal. Using the internet or phone to menace or harass others is a serious criminal offence here in Queensland. Also, spreading these kind of unsubstantiated rumours on social media can leave you open to defamation action. So, Bruce, these kind of incidents can end up hurting online trolls in the hip pocket too.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mackenzie.
You guys could see right there. Totally one-sided biased news right there. one-sided, because there were witnesses over there. You guys heard from the news that people were screaming, "Doctor, do something," when the girls fainted. There were witnesses there that could have said what happened, but no, that's not important. What's important is that he cried. What was important to know about this story, about the story actually, was that they shut down the practice of jabbing kids. That was the only thing that was important out of that story, and it was a positive one. That part only, but the rest of the whole tragedy information that they gave us, what was it? That he cried? Give me a break. And then there's this story also from the Daily Mail again that says anti-vaxxers gloat that Karen Phelps and her wife suffering horrific COVID vaccine side effects mean their wacky conspiracies were right, as they make chilling claims about the jab. This Karen Phelps is somebody from Australia. I mean, what is it? Somebody in charge over there in Australia, but I don't know about Australian politics. All I know is that this person, this Karen Phelps person, is now saying this. Karen Phelps says she and her wife suffered devastating vaccine side effects, claim medical authorities failed to follow up and censor discussion of them. That right there is what matters. That right there, of course. But look at this headline. It's just left-wing propaganda. These people, they only want you to take away from the story the headline, but not what really is going on. It's always the same with these leftists, with the lefty media. They always say the unimportant things in order to keep going with the narrative. They never talk about what people need to know, the truth. Look at this. The person who suffered those side effects, however, it says this. However, she still strongly supports COVID vaccine as the benefits far outweigh the risks for the vast majority of people. Yeah, if you're morbidly obese, if you're 80 years old, the majority of those people maybe for the vast majority of those people, but not for people who are healthy, not for people who don't need it. Anyways, I can't say anymore because I could get censored, I could get a strike, so I'll just say that. By the way, let's remember what the WHO chief said about COVID boosters. This is very important. Just listen what he says about the children who don't need it. And again, I won't say anything else because I could get a strike. I'll just put the video and listen to what he says.
Of its benefits, especially with elderly groups, senior citizens, especially above 65 and above 60. So if it's going to be used, it's better to focus on those groups who have risk of severe disease and death, rather than, as we see, some countries are using to give boosters to kill children, which is not right. Then the equity issue comes here. Instead of boosting a child in high-income countries, it's better to vaccinate the elderly in countries who have the elders who have not been vaccinated, even the primary vaccines. So the equity issue should also come into play.
I won't say anything. You heard from the guy, from the main guy of who? What is he? The chief guy? What is he? Yeah, the The World Health Organization chief, yeah. But I won't say anything else. He said it. I didn't say it. But we all knew about it. Then we have this idiot right here from MSNBC. Look at what she said. I mean, this is what should be happening. I hope more of this happens in 2023, where not even the kids of these lefty media idiots listen to them. Just this is also from the Gateway Pundit. Let's just watch the video because again I cannot say that much. So let's just watch the MSNBC video. You know, YouTube's favorite, MSNBC. Also CNN, Jimmy Kimmel, all those idiots are YouTube's favorites.
Pennsylvania, Dr. Zeke Emanuel. He is an NBC News and MSNBC senior medical contributor. Dr. Emanuel, thank you for joining us. You know, I listened to that doctor and you hear how tough it is inside hospitals at the moment and the fears of new variants mixed with flu that is coming on. And you would think that the country would respond by saying, okay, we will make sure we are all up to date on all of our vaccines. But I had a strange conversation with my 22-year-old, my 16-year-old last night, and I said, okay, I booked you in for COVID updates. You're both back for the holidays. You're going to get your boosters. And both of them said, no, we don't want to. We've had enough vaccines and we don't think we need them. How can you, I was sort of shocked and appalled, but is this the kind of response you're seeing from young people at the moment, that they think this is over and they don't need any more vaccines?
Yes, but I would say that, you know, we keep thinking vaccines are going to prevent getting COVID. They don't prevent getting COVID. What they prevent is serious illness, hospitalization.
Okay, that's enough. You guys can see here, we need more of that. We need based people, based kids who won't even listen to their idiot parents, parents who happen to be reporters. I hope we see more of that by this new year. Now, I just thought this was interesting. This is from Breitbart. Washington Post reports exercise saves lives from coronavirus 2 years after gym closings. Yeah. You know, I remember I posted something about me not needing the, you know, the Fauci sauce because my sauce is working out and good diet. That's all it is. That's my sauce. That's all I needed. And I got attacked. Oh my God, I got attacked on Twitter for saying the obvious. This. If you guys want to know more about all the died suddenly suddenly died disease, I recommend you guys go to this Twitter account, Die Suddenly. I believe it's some type of documentary movie. Yeah, it's a documentary that was just released, and they have a lot of examples of the died suddenly disease. You guys can see there people who mocked the anti-vaxxers, getting, I don't know, I guess karma or something. I don't. Yeah, maybe that's the word. Karma. Fashion designer unexpectedly dies on Christmas Day. Unexpectedly, of course. 24-year-old, there you go. The 20-year-old something is also suddenly dying of out of nowhere. 24-year-old flight attendant collapses and dies after landing in London. Yeah, again, the suddenly died disease. Then we have this guy right here that I just talked about. Prominent Lithuanian influencer dies suddenly. #dies suddenly at 42 years of age. Still young. She was fully syringe emoji. Well, yeah, she was fully vaccinated and is reported to have died of lung complications. You guys can see right here, this is, I believe that's her Instagram account. It says, wish me an easy adaptation. And you guys see her there getting the Fauci sauce. All right. What happened there? It's all a coincidence, right? She just had a coincidence. That's all she had. She had the coincidence disease. That's also what's it called, right? It's also called the unexpectedly disease. Look, ABC also lost somebody else, another producer. This woman right here. ABC told their employees, their staff people, to get the Fauci sauce. As you guys can see here from this tweet, they were requiring all ABC employees to be injected. No exception. No exceptions. That means not even religious exemptions. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a happy new year. If you like this video, please give it a like. Please hit the subscribe button in order to support my content. And if you want to support me in any other way, you can get my non-woke comic book. It's a good read for the next year. It's on Amazon right now, and I did the whole thing. I did the drawings, the coloring, the editing. I did the whole thing. Everything is gonna be on the descriptions down below. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and God bless.